Faith it till you make it. Coming up next on Pastor Bob's Coffee Break. Our new mug of the month, poster of the month, t-shirt of the month. Faith it till you make it. We're going to talk about that today and pretty much all month. And drinking a little holy cacao this morning. It's our newest blend in HEADBANGERS Brew. Still have our old trusted standard, our classic blend as well. And you can get all of this, our mugs, and a whole lot more right here. WeAreMetal.com. Here's our question for today, dear Pastor Bob. I've been having bad luck lately, and I don't know what to think. I feel like I'm cursed. Everything around me keeps going wrong. For instance, a tree recently fell on my house, and now my car needs a new gas tank. I could go on and on about my situation, but I just wanted to give the gist of it. I just feel so overwhelmed, and now I'm depressed, and I can't focus or think straight. So I'm asking, have I been cursed? Is God mad at me? What should I do? Well, it's actually a good question, because I think a lot of us have those times in our lives where we think, Lord, where did you go? Lord, everything was going really well. Why did you give up on me? Why did you cut out on me? What happened? And that happens to everybody. We all go through this time. You know, I think especially when we're brand new Christians, it seems like God just really takes care of us in a different kind of way. Now, bear with me for a second. We're learning how to walk. It's like, I always say, bringing a baby home from the hospital and putting the baby on the couch and say, okay, welcome to our house. The bathroom is down the hall to the left and the kitchen's this way. Help yourself. What would happen? Well, the baby needs care. And I think God does that at the very beginning. He begins to nurture us, begins to show us things. But like that baby, we don't stay a baby. The Bible tells us to crave pure spiritual milk, to grow up in our salvation, to get to this place where we're not babies in the Lord anymore, that we're learning about Him. And I think that's important, that we understand that aspect of our lives. And, we don't want to see a grown man still sucking on a baby bottle and, having to have his diapers changed, if in fact there is nothing wrong mentally. So this is an important thing. And, we ask these questions. Lord, where did you go? When a baby first learns how to walk, the parents have been very careful to not let him fall. They're holding on to him, but then there comes a time when he's ready to walk, and usually he's holding on to a small table or kind of walking along with something assisted. And then the mother or the father says, come on. And so he starts. Or maybe the father is holding on to him, and the mother says, come on. And so the father lets go, and the baby starts to walk a little bit, and then falls down. And the first thing he does is look back at his father and said, how could you let this happen to me? You've never let go before. Why would you do that? And the mother is not seeming to be all that concerned. And it's like, what happened to you guys? Well, if the baby never practices how to walk, he'll never walk. The parents understand that. And I think that's really true with our spiritual lives. If we're never allowed to fall a few times, if we never have the opportunity to depend on the Lord, but we don't ever grow. We need to face it till we make it. We need to have faith in him that he is teaching us and he's maturing us. Well, here's one of my favorite scriptures. It's found in James chapter 1, verses 2, 3, and 4. And this is a great one. I'm going to read this out of the New Living Translation today, the same translation that the Metal Bible is in. And it says, "Dear brothers and sisters, when troubles of any kind come your way, consider it an opportunity for great joy." Now, that seems like an opposite thing, doesn't it? Consider your troubles joy? No, consider an opportunity for joy when troubles come. For you know that when your faith is tested, your endurance has a chance to grow. Your endurance doesn't have a chance to grow unless you put it to the test. And that's kind of what we're talking about. A baby doesn't have an opportunity to learn how to walk until he falls down a few times and learns how to do it and begins to stand on his own. So let it grow. For your endurance, for when your endurance is fully developed, you will be mature and complete and needing nothing. So he says, persevere in it, stay in it, and let it grow. Because when your endurance is fully developed, when all of this is, is all this testing and all this trying or whatever is fully developed, like the baby walking, what's the result? Walking, running, jumping, all of those things the baby will do soon. But you have to start walking first. And then you're mature and complete and needing nothing. Everybody goes through things, and just because bad things happen in your life doesn't ever mean you're cursed. God will never curse you if you're a child of God. It doesn't mean that. But here's the test of our faith. Where are you going to run? When the tough times come, do you run to him or away from him? Do you believe that he is your resource, that he is your shelter, that he is your strength? Or do you run away because you're mad at him because you fell? Yeah. And I can tell you that there are those weeks when things just go wrong, one after another after another. It doesn't seem like things go wrong one at a time. They always go in groups, always. And that will be the same for you. You'll get through this. There are the things that are bugging you right now will pass. You'll fix them. You'll get to the other side of it. And hopefully you'll get the other side of it praising God that he was faithful in the middle of your situation to help you through. Now, that doesn't mean that we're not going to go through difficult times. And he says, consider it pure joy when that happens. Why? Because it's an opportunity for great joy, because you get to trust in the Lord to bring you through. It's a hard lesson. And it's easy for me to say when I'm not in the middle of calamity, but that could happen an hour from now or 5 minutes from now. And I've had that happen, thinking, wow, everything's going really great, and all of a sudden it's not going so great. Yeah. So folks, I hope that's an encouragement to you. And don't forget, you are blessed. So go and be a blessing.